Hello and welcome to my reaction to the Future Games Show at GamesCom 2024. My name is WWDadman, you already know that. I am back from GamesCom. You already got the freaking recap as well as the reaction for the ONL as well. I'm probably going to just upload all of those at the same time. Including this, so everything that's up right now is all Gamescom related, and then we can go back to regular scheduled programming as of the day after. So Future Games Show, let's see if they have anything interesting, at least, because ONL sure didn't. Neither did Gamescom itself really, but let's see. I said let's see. The heck?
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Future Games Show at GamesCom, presented by Sid Meier's Civilization 7. I'm Ned Luke, though.
Yeah, fuck Sith.
You might know me best as 2013's Father of the Year, Michael DeSanta from Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'm here today to run you guys through a boatload of exclusive video game news. But every big score requires partners in crime. Thankfully, I got one of the best in the business here. How you doing, Alex?
Hi, Ned. So good to be here. Howdy to the folks at home. My name is Alex McKenna, and I played the ruthless outlaw Sadie Adler in Red Dead Redemption 2. Ned and I could probably deliver a mean seminar on virtual robbery, but we've got a red-hot haul of video game trailers to show you instead.
That's right, and over the next 90 minutes, you can expect world premieres, developer presentations, and gameplay deep dives on the most exciting upcoming games.
Yeah, we'll also have plenty to share about Civilization 7 as part of our...
Nobody cares about Civ.
...for Axis Games, but more on that later.
Yeah, for now, just do me a favor, and be cool, all right? Get comfy, make sure you got a lot of popcorn within arm's reach, because our first world premiere is coming up now.
Good. Again, don't do the drinking game where you take a shot every time there's a world premiere. You're gonna die.
There is
A house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been a ruin of many a poor boy's. And me, oh God, I'm one. I'm so going to mute most of this just to make sure it's not getting copyright flagged. Oh, hi. Mars attacks.
How about that for an opener? Mars Attacks is a park builder based in the Mars Attacks universe, and it's coming in 2025, so make sure...
Mars Attracts.
Next up, we've got a brand new gameplay from Spine, the Gun Fu action epic.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of like theme park builders, so not really into that probably. This is generally not something I have on my radar. What is this even?
It took over the government and let the gangs tear the place apart. They've taken my brother. It's time to fight.
Redline, I got your back. Always.
asked for this.
Spine.
Spine is coming to PC and consoles, so get it on your wish list. And keep in mind that
you know what that looks like? Like if Control had some sort of like Kung Fu combat in it, which it doesn't. That's what that looks like.
You can find all of the games featured in today's show on our official Steam page. I mean, just type Future Game Show into your search engine and click on our Steam page.
Okay, well, this next game is a mixed media shooter where players embark on an expedition to Atlantis. Let's check out the Explorator.
Suddenly shooter? Eh? Oh, now I know where I've seen that. Kickstarter emails. Ah. You know, the you might also like emails that Kickstarter sends out. That's where I've seen that before. Because I thought I'd seen those like characters before. But yeah. And demo available on Steam. Maybe we'll try that out. The Explorator. Like, I've got a bunch of stuff already on my list from stuff that's... well, one thing is an older game that I won a key for from Bandai Namco at their booth. So that's cool. What was it called? I forget. It's one that I don't really remember about being any freaking hype for after like when it released. But I also found a bunch of stuff in the indie game booth at Gamescom that has demos available on Steam, which we can totally try out. So we're going to do that. And this is going to frickin' go on that list. The Explorator.
The Explorator is coming soon, but there's a demo on Steam right now if you want to check it out.
All right, 4X fans, you waited long enough. It's time for your first taste of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Let's take a look at the first live-action trailer.
You may have heard a familiar voice in that trailer, and that's because Gwendolyn Christie will star as the narrator in Civilization 7.
Who?
Now, let's pass it over to the development team for even more exciting news about the game.
All right.
Still skip.
I love history. Have achieved.
I'm drawn to the franchise, a rich playground to overall learn more about history and its narratives.
We always want civilization to be a snapshot of what you as a person and the empire you build to be this forward-looking, beautiful, you know, shining light on the hill. And I think
New way.
we're shipped out of this studio.
I imagine some of you are already playing it, right? Probably raging at bosses, Googling guides. If not,
Wukong. Nope,
here's the launch
not playing
trailer
that
for Black
yet.
Myth Wukong.
Not entirely sure whether I will.
More good folks in the world are bad.
More good, of course.
Then why is there always suffering? And why do the bad folks always win?
Because goodness without teeth punishes not. It only foments evil. Cleanse the world with blood and grow lotuses in it. That is your destiny.
Well, obviously.
West. Welcome, the Destined One.
The Destined One who doesn't even know what he's destined for. Those old rascals, they surely know how to name.
Tell me then, is my kind destined for extermination? You're driven by grief, not destiny.
So this is the face of the Destined One. It will fit me just as well.
Bathed in blood, yet preaching peace. Oh, you immortals, pray enlighten me. What justifies your superiority?
Now we're mixing up myths.
Confront Destiny and Black Myth Wukong, which is out now on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
By the way, if you're enjoying the show, head to the link on the screen and fill out that FGS survey to have a chance at winning an iBuyPower gaming PC.
But if you watched our summer showcase, you might know already what it could be.
World premiere. Oh. Oh. Precision platformer with boss fights? Croak. That's going on my wish list.
Well, that was your first look at Croak, an indie platformer from developers who worked on Cuphead and Rick and Morty. It's come.
Of course that's from the Cuphead devs. That explains why it looks good.
Coming soon to PC, so you know you can add it to your wish list. Now,
Cuphead, by the way, also something I eventually want to play. I just haven't gotten around to it.
now on Steam.
Hey, we're taking a look at Monaco 2 now, the sequel to the indie co-op heisting hit from 2013.
Yeah, it's all
No.
about the joy
Skip.
of improv.
Is an Will. I see.
Together because Monaco 2 is coming to PC in 2025.
We're taking a closer look at Raven's Watch now. It's an action roguelike from the creators of Curse of the Dead Gods.
My forgotten legends. You are forgotten no more. No need to thank me. See how far you've come. Back to me!
Really not my kind of gameplay.
To me, Raven's Watch. We've monsters to expand.
Time strategy game built with consultation from professional StarCraft players.
We were not the first out here. And we will not be the last. We will do everything
actually good RTS?
to protect humankind.
Wait, no way.
Standing with the Keeper Council, we evolve our strategies to stave off the never-ending threats. Yet sacrifices must be made. Our enemies and allies alike watch with hungry eyes, ready to betray and undermine. And still, we must move forward. Together.
Okay, that looks decent.
As a consequence, the choice is yours.
Zero Space is coming soon, so get it on your wish list. You can also support the game on BackerKit to get access to the upcoming beta.
Let's keep it rolling with another world premiere. This one's an atmospheric puzzle adventure game set in the northern latitudes.
Okay. Tomorrowhead Studios. Have I heard of them before?
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, or lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Okay. Dude, I hate the ocean. I saw that on I saw that on the indie booth. It was the I did see that on the indie booth. The gameplay there did not look like that. I don't think. Might have not seen gameplay of it. I don't know. I definitely have seen that logo at the indie booth. Did I walk past that? I didn't get to try it because the indie booth was super crowded as well, even on frickin' press day. But yeah, I definitely saw that there.
All right. Will Follow the Light is coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation in 2025. Alex, next.
But I think it's about time that we bust open the ones to watch yearbook, don't you, Ned?
First up is Greedfall 2, The Dying World, which promises an even deeper RPG experience than its predecessor, if you can believe that. Let's find out more.
Who? Where? What? Greedfall? I never heard of Greedfall.
Welcome back to the world of Greedfall.
Never even heard of the first one.
Intrigue await at every turn. Your future is in your hands as you strive to survive amidst greed and corruption. The year is 1231, 3 years before the events of Greedfall. You're a native of Tearfredy, and as this adventure dawns, it is the eve of the initiation that will see you become a Donegad, a sage, a guardian of your people's knowledge, and a spiritual leader. But just as you're about to complete your sacred initiation, you're abducted by strange warriors from Gakan, the old continent, and thrown into the hull of a monstrous tall ship. After a long and arduous journey at sea, you disembark on the shores of Gakan and discover this foreign world where people have grown distant from nature and now war and conspire amongst themselves. You now seek passage back to your homelands. All the while, you must thwart the plans of the terrible man who kidnapped you in the first place. While Greedfall introduced the enchanted island paradise of Tearfredy, Greedfall 2 takes you beyond the island shores to the old continent of Gakan, cradle of the factions that struggle for dominance over Tearfredy. You will explore the crowded cities of Gakan and its various landscapes shaped by the different factions, cultures, and traditions that have inhabited them over the centuries. You will have to decide where you stand when you inevitably become embroiled in their internal conflicts. But you will not be alone in your quest. You will quickly meet unique and memorable companions on your journey who may join your group.
It really doesn't look that interesting.
Always an option to adopt as you see fit. It's the tactical and I draw.
Oh my god, no.
Launching into Steam Early Access on September 24th, 2024, with a full release coming in 2025.
Okay, now we're shifting gears to focus on Kimbot, a robo buddy cop 3D platformer. Are you ready for this? Yeah. Launch trailer. Let's go.
Call me Shipset. What's your ID?
Lexi.
Just follow my plan and we're home free. 3, 2, 1, duck!
Evilware fled to a planet. He's been building his awful army and plotting to acquire the artifact.
Bad guy's hiding in a volcano. Oh, why can't it ever be a regular beach?
Enough talk. Let's do business. We'll see if your precious idol's as strong as a real weapon.
You're in for it now, Featherface.
Ship set Evilware's on the warpath.
Kimbot is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on August 29th, 2024.
Our friends at Antistatic Studios are here to tell you more about Phantom Line, the cooperative survival shooter where players hunt creepy anomalies.
Hi,
hey.
It's Chris from Antistatic Studios here. I'm excited to give you an in-depth look into our upcoming game, Phantom Line. Let's dive in. Phantom Line was born out of a love for horror, tactical shooters, survival games, and immersive sims. We felt that there was no game out there that would quench our thirst for such a blend, so we decided to set out on a mission and create a unique blend like that ourselves. We are fans of all things psychological horror, creepypastas, liminal spaces, urban legends, cosmic and analog horror. We got it all. In our world, the paranormal creatures and events are called the anomalies. They link to our
that looked very Backrooms.
Mentioned through rifts in space and time, causing all sorts of issues for the humanity. Inspired by their incredible imagination, we started working with some of the best SCP creators out there.
Of course! SCP! Of course! I already love it.
They already started contributing a ton to the
And that looks very Backrooms.
world and depth of the lore.
We played hours and hours of multiplayer survival games and we loved the exploration challenges, but grew tired of starving to death every few minutes. We want the core of the experience to be the preparation for the journey, not the desperate search of berries. What we also missed was the tactical angle of that experience. That's why we are preparing a choice of realistic arsenal and tactics that you can choose to hunt down and fight the anomalies. You will need to survive in a war-torn environment, cut off from reinforcements or supplies.
You can venture out alone or take your friends with you. The game is designed as a 4-player co-op, but you can complete it and have fun as a single player with a spare artificial body. We call it the Husk. We encourage players to cooperate to survive, hunt, build, and fight together.
We love open world games, where the environment feels like it has a life of its own, not waiting for the player to progress. We are building a vast open world, driven by a true emerging gameplay, with unpredictable events, ensuring that every encounter is a fresh challenge that can be solved in a number of ways. In the next demo, you will venture out into an open world in a 4-player teams. So join our Discord to stay up to date and be among the first to play it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the
I'm looking forward to that. I 100% will play that solo.
One more thing I forgot to mention is that
Mostly because this is horror. There's no way I'd get Medic to play that.
player, you're part of Mortfield Industries. Their operations span across a wide variety of activities, but their true mission is to make sure that the general public never...
Well, somebody got invaded by the MTF.
Phantom Line is coming soon to SCPC.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Do you?
Yeah. Buckle up. Here's the latest update on Caravan Sandwich. Studio Plain Toast.
You know, honestly, if it incorporates any like SCP-esque kind of stuff, it's gonna be so good. Honestly, the SCP wiki is literally one of the greatest collections of freaking short horror like write-ups by people that I've ever freaking seen. It's just absolutely fucking awesome. I wish I had time to like make a channel that literally just goes through every SCP ever, but I don't have that time for that. Like I need like an entire lifetime to get through all of that anyway. So like I'm already doing stuff that will take an entire lifetime to do in multiple freaking ways, like trying to get through all of the old freaking WWE and other wrestling freaking league footage from when it's the earliest that's available to up until now, and like reacting at least to some of the stuff of that as well on my reaction channel, while also keeping up with the current pay-per-views. and like freaking reacting to literally the first episode of every anime ever on my reaction channel. All of that is already taking a lifetime and is not going to be finished before I die. So unfortunately don't have another lifetime to spend on SCP. Although I do love the SCP Foundation. Caravan sandwich.
Start your wish listing engines because Caravan Sandwich is coming to PC later this year.
Okay, our next section is a little different. We've teamed up with Prime Video and the Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, to bring you a special feature covering the most exciting upcoming fantasy games.
But before we get into that, let's kick off this fantasy section with some exclusive footage from The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 2 and get a taste of
Sponsor skip.
Check it out.
Sponsor skip? Thank you. I fucking love that frickin' sponsor skip, the sponsor block add-on for Chrome. This is so fucking awesome. Okay, Metaphor. Yeah, I saw that actually had a booth at Gamescom as well. I looked at people playing it and was like,
On our list of upcoming fantasy games, we have got a bold new RPG with an electrifying art style.
Yeah, that looks very Persona.
Metaphor ReFantasio embroils players in an intrepid tournament for the throne that involves cursed princes, fairy familiars, forbidden magic, and faraway dungeons. Metaphor arrives from the minds behind Persona 3, 4, and
Oh, that's why!
5. So as well as a beautiful UI and captivating character designs, you can expect a thrilling Shoji Meguro soundtrack and a series of life simulator systems that help to augment the profound nature of the epic journey ahead. Thankfully, you won't have to wait too long to set off, as Metaphor ReFantasio is launching on October 11th, 2024 for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Monster Hunter Wilds is the latest evolution in...
Dude, Monster Hunter Wilds. That had a pretty big booth at Gamescom. Even on frickin' press day, that was like 4 hours of wait. On every other day, the line never went lower than 6 hours of wait. I'm not doing that for a game I don't even know whether I want to play.
Storied lineage of creature-tackling action RPGs.
And honestly, with Crapcom's frickin' you know, history of me not liking what they're doing,
where players scheme, trap, craft, and fight their way to monster mastery. Taking place across a vast expanse called the Forbidden Lands, players will ride their raptor companions through this mighty open world, scavenging for supplies and coming face to face with formidable Animal Kingdom hybrids that require cunning plans and a catalogue of weapons to conquer. Fantasy fans should start sharpening their wits and their weapons, because Monster Hunter Wilds is coming to PC and consoles in 2025. 10 years on from Dragon Age Inquisition, BioWare's legendary high fantasy series has returned.
Skip!
Beasts and Egg later this year, torch lit by Fairy Fable 2025.
Is there anything in fantasy that's not an RPG?
Season 2 of The Lord of the Rings, the type.
Tactical pirate roguelite from Tripwire Interactive.
That in the background kind of looked very Pirates of the Caribbean.
Betrayed. Cutter be locked in eternal battle with his foe.
You know what that looks like? Like a bad frickin' mobile game.
Now, as we're about to air a series of back-to-back trailers.
It's a classic Blitz play. We've got dwarves, demons, and dice rolls to come, so there's a little sum for everyone.
Let's kick it off with Dwarven Realms, a new ARPG launching in September.
A different kind of ARPG. You know what that looks like? World of Warcraft. Gross. Skip.
When the Rift is in trouble, the only ones you can rely on are...
Why is everything cards?
RPG put together incredible teams of unique heroes. Like Short, he's a bit of a dummy, but he loves blasting specters. Or the mysterious Shade Strike, the smooth-tongued gambler from the Shadow Dimension.
A shark that's a little bit of a dummy?
Assemble your favorite heroes. Strategize to make insane combos.
Well, what does that remind me of?
Watch out, because Ragnarok's world-crushing bosses are no joke. Take on the Rift in style with the epic cartoon soundtrack by Brad Henry. Experience wicked comic cutscenes in Dimensional's campaign mode, or blast your way through the open rift and face incredible...
This trailer is so 90s commercial.
...and unpredictable challenges. Encounter a huge cast of characters like the Rogue Rifters, here to help you take down the bad guys. Or are they? Side effects of Dimensionals will include fun, addiction to victory, temporary loss of reality, and spontaneous combustion due to awesome. Some assembly required batteries not included.
Dude. This has a demo available, I just saw. Huh? Can you, like, Dimensionals? I'm going to... Just because the fucking... trailer was fun. I'm going to try the demo for the incredibly huge set of frickin' treasure that's coming up, because that's a lot of games.
Some assembly required batteries not included.
Every multiplayer shooter ever? Just fucking... Bomb has been planted. This is just fucking CS. CS with super weapons? Defuse. That's literally Counter-Strike.
My darling daughter, Emily and Chester are doing well. Your city kids are getting used to the Bloomtown way of life. They started wandering all over our peaceful town.
Ugh.
Besides, it'll do your kids some good to meet some folk with proper manners. I've put them to good use, doing some small chores around the house. It'll temper their excessive talking, I hope. Well,
They're not bad kids after all. They don't go where they're not supposed to.
X to doubt?
I think they even befriended some local kids. Either way, they'll be fine. You know how nice and cozy Bloomtown can be.
Okay. Turn-based RPG. All on board. This is just Tabletop Simulator VR.
Come on.
Check this out, guys.
Binding of Isaac 4 Souls. Yeah, of course.
I'm ahead of you now.
What?
So, where were we?
How about this one?
So, what are we playing next?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed those trailers, but now we're back and ready to...
And why would you need a VR freaking board game simulation? Like, just actually meet up and play board games with whoever. Like, come on.
Introduce the next game, Exoborn.
It's an open-world extraction shooter where you fight for survival against...
Extraction shooter. Yeah, no, thank you. Go away. Skip all the way to here.
So wishlist it now. You can also sign up on the official website for future playtests.
Huh? From this image alone, is this Fall Guys but with birds? Penguins? Kinda? It's kinda a crossover of Fall Guys and Mario Kart with birds. Oh, you know the like penguin racing thing in Mario 64. That's what that is. That is a battle royal. No. Lost Skies. Mm-hmm. Why does this seem familiar? cause it's Bossa. They actually like on Bossa's freaking Discord for like playtesting and stuff, and like trying out new stuff. This, like the prototype for this, has been around forever. Forever. Literally since like frickin' Surgeon Simulator 2 being kinda rumored. That's when they also did this. The prototype for this. Yeah, so apparently this now actually has a release. That's good.
Lost Skies is soaring onto PC soon, so look out for it. Have you ever wondered if you could survive in an ever-changing post-apocalyptic landscape? Well, wonder no longer. With the brutal survival simulator Endzone 2. Build settlements and balance resources as you face off against an unforgiving world.
That's just a city builder.
Endzone 2 is launching on August 26th, but it's available in early access on
No,
Steam
thank you.
right now.
Take a trip
Also, that literally frickin' launched the day I'm recording this.
back to the 1980s with Tormenture, a dark horror adventure starring a cursed retro cartridge that is affecting the world around you. Solve puzzles as you steel yourself to a variety of eerie disturbances, and watch out for the surreal enemies that skulk in your shadowy surroundings. Tormenture is coming soon to PC, but you can check out a demo on the game's official Steam page.
No, thank you.
A third-person roguelite with a delightfully gory twist, Swap Meet allows players to augment themselves with the discombobulated viscera of their enemies. Inspired by games like Hades and Returnal, you'll play as an upgradable galactic meat scientist, always on the lookout for powerful leftovers. Swap Meet is coming soon to PC, but the first 1,000 players to sign up at go.playswapmeet.com/FGS will get guaranteed access to the next playtest.
Okay.
Sea Power, Naval Combat in the Missile Age, is a Cold War conflict simulator from
Holy shit, that's realistic graphics.
the lead designer of Cold Waters. You'll take part in tense battles for naval and air supremacy, using realistically modeled vehicles and weapons. Players can enjoy a dynamic campaign with multiple theaters, where they must use their wits to respect the rules of engagement in historical and fictional combat scenarios. Sea Power is coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it now on Steam.
Unfortunate kinda that I don't care for games like that, but because that looks absolutely fucking amazing graphically.
Harness the fury of the elements in Stormforge, a
Skip.
survival crafting adventure set in a procedurally generated magical world. Alone or with up to 8 players in co-op, you'll pilfer dangerous storm steering
and exploiting.
We're back on stage, and we've got another special section for those of you who can't resist the allure of one more turn. Here's a special gameplay trailer for Sid Meier's Civilization 7.
Skip again.
Civilization 7's game
Like that
play, but
Ugh.
that's not all. We've got an interview with the team at Firaxis Games.
Oh my god, you already had that. Go away. Skip.
Meier's Civilization 7, which is coming to PC, consoles, and Switch on February 11th, 2025.
We've got another world premiere coming up next for an action platformer with a shape-shifting protagonist. Let's check it out.
Okay. Uh-huh. You know, when the frickin' trailer looks way different than the actual gameplay. Okay, cool. Nice mechanics, though. Man, can I see people who like speedrunning 2D platformers love that. Because, dude, imagine the strats. That looks really fun. Okay. I'm going to write that down.
Maui the Shapeshifter is coming soon to PC. You're welcome.
And now, let's push things forward, okay? Because we've got another ones to watch deep dive for you now. And this one's all about the end of the world. In it.
Yeah, while I recover from Ned's British accent,
Where was the British accent in that?
here's Rebellion Games to tell you more about Atomfall.
I thought my British was great.
I think your British was non-existent. Just because you say in it, it doesn't make you British.
Alright, yeah.
Atomfall. Joe, wanna play a zombie game?
I'm Ben Fisher. I'm Associate Head of Design for Rebellion, and I'm working on Atomfall. Atomfall is a survival action game set in 1950s Yorkshire, where the player wakes up inside a quarantine zone surrounding the Windskill plant, and they have to uncover why they're there, and what has caused this quarantine, and how to survive the mysteries that they find there. With Atomfall,
So frickin' British Fallout.
so other games in that similar genre like Metro, even a bit of BioShock. When you start the game, you wake up in a bunker inside this nuclear quarantine zone. You don't know who you are, you don't know how you connect to this larger story. The major motivator for the player through the story is finding out how they relate to this disaster, what this disaster is, how they can escape. We don't tell you what your backstory is, but we plant clues through the game about what it might be. There are several mysteries that we set up but won't pay off as part of this larger world building. Part of the reason for that is to give you room to express yourself and to make those decisions yourself, but part of that as well is that the history of that kind of British storytelling is to open mysteries and not fully resolve them in a satisfying way. So it fits nicely with the kind of world that we're trying to build. We wanted the combat in this game to feel very kind of brutal, high stakes, kill or be killed survival. So the combat system blends melee combat options with ranged combat, so you can find melee weapons and throw them, you can kick enemies, you can smack them with a heavy strike or jab at them with lighter strikes. And we want you to mix up these options, so you've got to choose every shot carefully. So that kind of high intensity survival is the philosophy we had in mind when building the game. But we want to make sure as many players as possible can enjoy the play experience. So we've approached difficulty in a slightly different way, and we approach it instead as different play styles. So the game has a survival element, it has a combat element, and it has an investigation element. And we give the player the options at the start of the game to fine-tune any of those channels of gameplay to have the play experience that they prefer. We've added lots of accessibility options as well to make sure the game is playable by as many people as possible. Atomfall is coming to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox, PC, and Day 1 Game Pass. In
Day 1 Game Pass. I guess we're going to try that once it's out.
2025.
I thought I saw that logo on the Game Pass frickin' booths, or was it in, like, Game Pass had a gigantic, like, half a hall worth of like tiny booths, like tiny boxes where you could queue for stuff. One of them was Stalker, which like had a queue that held like 20 people. I definitely saw Atomfall somewhere. Didn't play it.
Core, blimey.
Boyo.
Investigate the apocalypse when Adamfall lands on PC and consoles in 2025.
It's getting better. It's
It's
great.
Irish, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. no,
That
it's
was
great.
Irish, yeah.
Clark, God help me.
This next game was revealed during our spring showcase earlier this year. It is a cult simulator that puts players in service of the Eldritch gods. So here's the latest update on the Worshippers of Cthulhu.
Peggy 18.
Hi, Cthulhu. Huh? Dude, what's the gameplay of this? Is this a city builder or... Hey! No. No. No.
Breaking news! Worshippers of Cthulhu is coming to PC and consoles on October 21st, 2024.
All right.
Just in time for Halloween.
Now it's time to check in with Spirit of the Samurai, an adventure game inspired by Japanese mythology.
Cool.
Hey, yo. The freaking cat. Is that like mocap? No, like freaking stop motion stuff? Because it looks like it. Or is it just like freaking specifically made to look like a stop motion movie? Either way, I don't like the style. Thank you.
Spirit of the Samurai is coming to PC in autumn 2024.
Now we've got an update on Starship Troopers Extermination. Let's see what Offworld has been cooking.
Hi, I'm Chaz Barker. I'm the lead game designer of Starship Troopers Extermination. Let me tell you about something we're introducing to the game. It's this monstrosity of a tank, but in bug shape. It's called the Tankabug. It has a suite of different moves that it's going to ruin your day.
There's some two new very Starship. Really cool us invite first.
But if you can't wait to fry some bugs, it's already available in early access on Steam.
Here's a gameplay trailer for Los Pingueros, a multiplayer snowball brawler where you duke it out with your buddies in melting arenas. Cool, comfortable, air-conditioned paint. Oh, I can dig that.
No, thank you.
Los Pingueros is coming soon for PC and Nintendo Switch.
Now, if you remember, during the summer showcase, the Future Game Show launched a new initiative to spotlight up-and-coming indie games. We called on developers to submit their games in a tight 45-second format. Kind of like indie elevator pitch, if you will.
Well, our inbox has been overwhelmed with creativity, and the crew behind the scenes have picked out some of their favorite examples to share with the world. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I work on Projected Dreams with my friends at Flowberry Studio.
The story of Projected Dreams is about a little girl named Senka and her mother. Together, they tell stories and animate them through shadow play on the wall. After moving houses, Senka is left to tell stories by herself and uses her mother's old photo album as an inspiration for her fantastical dreams. Solve puzzles by dragging, rotating, and stacking toys from Senka's room to recreate shadow silhouettes on the wall to uncover key events from her mother's past. Projected Dreams echoes the comforting feeling of playing in your bedroom during warm summer nights and slowly unfolding the stories of the people closest to you. The game will release early next year on PC and Mac, so be sure to wishlist Projected Dreams on Steam.
Hi everyone, my name is Martinez, and along with my colleague Montes, we are the developers of Haunted Paws, a game where you play as two puppies trying to rescue their human friend trapped inside a haunted mansion. You'll have to work together to complete puzzles and sneak past monsters that live inside the mansion. The whole experience is focused on two-person multiplayer, so it's perfect for couples and friends alike. We'll feature both local split screen and online multiplayer, so you can play on the couch or across the country. Only one player has to purchase the game and can then invite their friend to play for free. The game also has a full range of customization options for your playable character, which allows you to bring your real-life dog into the game.
That is cool.
Will be coming to Steam and major consoles, but we still haven't decided on the release date yet. In the meanwhile, you can follow us on social media for development updates, and don't forget to wishlist on Steam. So
I'm going to add that to my wishlist. That looks like something that we could play for the Monday co-op game slot.
you know when the game is out.
Hi, I'm Pablo Coma from Rablo Games, and I'm super excited to tell you more about Necro Story. Necro Story is a light-hearted RPG where you play as a powerful and kind of evil necromancer. You cast powerful necromancy spells, raise armies of skeletons.
No, thank you.
Dedicated.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm a solo dev working on a multiplayer action RPG called Sword Eye. Sword Eye is an extraction looter that combines the fast.
No, thank you.
And if you'd like to take part in the indie elevator pitch, just follow the link on the screen to find all the details on how to submit your game.
All right, let's keep things moving and take a trip to Bionic Bay.
All right.
This atmospheric puzzle platformer is set in a gorgeous mechanical world.
Oh, hello, Shift. With some more cool things added. Who the hell are you? Trafalgar Law? That looks fun. Dude, that moment when FGS has way more interesting games in it than Opening Night Live did. Bionic Bay. 100% looking that up and adding that to the wish list. Hope that gets a demo at some point.
Bionic Bay is coming to PC in 2025, but of course you can wishlist it right now.
Yeah, I hope you're not getting tired of all these world premieres, because we've got yet another one coming up.
The rift took us all by surprise. Mistralia was about to vanish into oblivion. But when the goddess called, I answered.
It's a big world out there. Don't be afraid to take the wrong path. If nothing else, it'll make a good story.
Collect the world's memories to shape the powers within you.
Nah. It doesn't look interesting in the least.
Unleash your magical creativity in Echoes of Mistralia, which is coming soon.
We're going back to back with the world premieres just to keep you on your toes. This next one is a beloved reimagining of a terrifying Half-Life mod. Ooh.
Nightmare House. Yeah, how about no?
Nightmare House Reimagined is opening its doors to PC players in 2025. The developers are also bringing the original Nightmare House mod to Steam, so watch out for that in the near future.
I don't see the logic behind that.
Right, it's time for another set of back-to-back trailers, so get your wish list ready while we take a breather.
Oh, man, I'm getting old.
Getting? Joe, wanna play a zombie game? You sure you wanna drink that? You know, just because it's medieval or pseudo-medieval, it doesn't make a zombie game less fucking, like, stupidly overdone.
Do you fear death? Most mortals do. And for those who accept it, there is power.
Ooh. Turn-based tactics. No, thank you. Go away. Oh wait, that's already the next one. Section 13. Action roguelite. Apart from the fact that I hate the word roguelite.
Central, this is dispatch. Do we have any more agents on standby?
I write these lines from a lost monastery in the Pyrenees, whose name and existence few know. Although I came here as a guest, I am now a prisoner.
No, thank you.
Welcome back. What's up next, Ned?
Well, Beyond Galaxyland is a stylized cyberpunk RPG adventure. And we got some news about when you can get your hands on it.
Hello, frickin' System Shock antagonist. What was her name? Still, by the way, still need to play System Shock.
As the very universe unravels, and all life hangs in the balance, you better start believing in heroes. Guys? Stranded a billion light years from home. No idea if Earth still even exists. And a sentient gas cloud devouring the cosmos? You're not gonna save this universe alone. Skyrocket across the far reaches of the galaxy to assemble a ragtag crew of specialists that might just tip the balance.
Excuse me.
Though with every planet teeming with galactic nemesis and a secret power manipulating reality from behind the curtain, defending time and space might be easier said than done. Beyond Galaxyland, plummeting to Earth on September 24th. Wishlist now.
This is something I'd need to play to know whether I'd want to play the rest.
Beyond Galaxyland is coming to PC and consoles on September 24th, later this year.
This next section, the ones to play montage, features games with demos available on Steam. So, you can try them all out right after the show. Let's see who made the cut this time.
Let's see what they have on this that's also interesting.
First up is Miniatures, an anthology of dreamlike adventures about childhood.
No, thank you.
Next up, we've got Anima Flux, a cooperative Metroidvania set in a desolate,
no, thank you.
future world.
And here's Tiny Glade, a relaxing sandbox game where you doodle digital castles in pastoral environments.
Where's the gameplay in that?
Or how about Office Fight? A physics-based puzzle game where you break stuff because well, work sucks.
That is like a mixture of frickin' what was the frickin' golf game that had you break shit and frickin' Good Job. That's what that is. That's added to the list.
Puzzle game where you break stuff because well, work sucks.
Last but not least, here's Wilmot Works It Out.
I saw that gameplay already at Gamescom because that actually had like really nice part of the indie booth where you could just stand and watch people play.
It's a cozy game where you put together jigsaw puzzles. That was our ones to play montage. If you want an easy way to find all those games, check out our official Future Games Show page on Steam. What's next, Alex?
Well, our friends at Thunderful have sent over the launch trailer for SteamWorld Heist 2. Let's check it out.
Skip.
Score. SteamWorld Heist 2 is out now on PC and console.
Not a fan of the SteamWorld games. Okay. Doesn't look that interesting.
Yep, you saw that right. Sunset Hills is out now on PC. And a console release is coming soon.
Okay, it's time for the final entry in our Ones to Watch yearbook now. It's a cannon simulator with an exceptionally long name, but thankfully the developers have shortened it to PVKK.
Oh, come on. That's no fun. No guts, no glory. I'm going to do this thing, all right? What's the actual name? Let me try it out. Okay, so this game is called Planet in Antipedit de Bingun.
Nailed it!
I know, you know what? Never mind. Screw it.
What?
Let's just roll the interview.
Good idea.
What are these guys doing to me?
That's German. Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant. That's not that hard. Come on.
I'm René, I work at Bip & Bits and we are a small indie developer in Germany. We are
You don't say.
working on Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant, or PVKK in short, and essentially it's Space Invaders, but the cannon you fire is really complicated. In PVKK you are in the small bunker and you are tasked with fending off an interplanetary invasion from space, so you shoot down spaceships. Maybe you've been wondering if PvKK is a horror game even, or a narrative game. And really it's a simulation game, but a very approachable one. Not that you need to study a big manual for very long. We do have a lot of narrative parts and mystery parts that are intended to give more reason to actually firing the cannon. So you get some story with that, and you know why you're doing that.
Attention, Commander. Stand by for mission debriefing. Commander, your service today was at the expected level.
I wanted to explain a little bit what you actually do in the cockpit. So first of all, you manage the energy levels. So you have different types of generators depending on where you are at the game. And you generate energy to use with your cannon and in your facility. Then you need to monitor the space where the spaceships come in and try to land on your planet. And you need to identify them, detect them, classify them, and then you need to make a plan how you want to approach that situation. If you've chosen a weapon or a target, you go into this long firing sequence where you just pick your ammunition, get it ready for firing, and then you have to basically calculate at which angle you have to shoot the gun, because the ships are moving at a certain speed and you know your projectile is moving at a certain speed, so you have to calculate how much you need to lead your shot. And then you adjust the cannon and get everything ready without losing energy, and then you can fire the shot. And this, depending on the ship's size, this has to be a really well done sequence, because there are larger ships and there you don't need to be super precise, but you can also be really precise. Like you can hit a 2-meter target at a 15-kilometer distance if you calculate correctly, even with the big gun. Our goal
do you actually need to know how to calculate that stuff, or is the game calculating that for you in some way? Because holy shit.
Is to release Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant 2025 on Steam, wishlisted now. And join our Discord to not miss anything and chat with us.
Who knew managing a planetary defense cannon could be so cozy? PvKK is blasting its way onto PC in 2025. Net?
There's an obnoxious rodent on the loose. Thankfully not in the studio, but let's keep an eye out, because it's not just any pest, all right? Alex, this squirrel has got a gun.
Ayo?
In a world
really
of peace and tranquility,
This is SWAG Morning
homeowners will now hunt
are causing significant power outages.
a hidden truth lies beneath the surface. An ordinary rodent's fate is within his grasp. Now this squirrel is here to eat nuts and shoot some guns.
And it's all out of nuts.
And guess what? He's all out of nuts. Expect sandboxing, puzzle solving, and gun-slinging action in the platform epic you never knew could exist. Hold on to your nuts. The food chain's got a new hierarchy. Get ready for Squirrel with a Gun. Coming soon to Steam and Epic. And coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X and S this fall.
Stick 'em up. Squirrel with a Gun is coming to PC on August 29th with a console release later this year. So over to you, Ned.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's take a closer look at One-Eyed Lico.
I mean, if there was ever like a freaking YouTube goldmine game that looks like one, like very much the same way other crazy stuff like Goat Simulator were.
This is a psychological horror game inspired by Slavic mythology.
Хорошо с тобой в 30-м царстве, кузнец, как в божий день. Отдыхаешь душой.
Я просто хочу выбраться отсюда.
Где еще ты найдешь такую компанию?
I do not speak freaking Slavic languages.
Я ищу лихо, не чтоб угодить ему в пасть.
Да ну, а для чего?
Чтоб, черт, да бес его знает, портной.
Говорят, кто ступил в темный лес, не уйдет прежним. Выдержи его испытание. Пройди сквозь чрево мертвеца. Умри и сам воскресни. Ну что, готов?
Нет! Стой! Погоди!
Лихо! У тебя гости!
One-eyed Liko.
One-eyed Liko is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
All right, we're closing in on the end of the show, but that doesn't mean we don't have any tricks left up our sleeve.
Yeah, you know, this game was revealed at GamesCom last year, but we've seen nothing else about it until now.
Sometimes things don't go as planned. And sometimes... Digging. Always searching for answers we should have never asked. Always clawing at the surface like worms, begging for food. Lack of understanding to push what we don't know when something should be left alone.
There's nothing we can do.
Retrieval. Okay.
Retrieval is a haunting horror adventure built in Unreal Engine 5, and it's coming soon to PC and consoles.
Well, unfortunately, that also means our GamesCom showcase has come to an end. First off, Alex, thank you. It was great hosting with you.
Oh, it's been an absolute privilege.
Well, it's been my honor.
Well, you know now we're outlaws for laugh. I'd also like to thank everyone at home for tuning in. You might want to stick around though, as even though we're getting out of here, the Future Game Show expansion pack is coming up right after this, with even more trailers and deep dives into games like Post-Trauma and Tiny Glade.
Hey, don't miss it. There'll also be some follow-up content on GamesRadar.com, as well as...
Yeah, I don't think there's anything really that interesting after this, unless they have like one more thing. Nope, they don't. So, so much for that. Future Games Show done. I will see you for all of those freaking demos. That's gonna be a lot of treasure coming up. And other than that, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.